numerals, and Wisconsin diagonally down the chest. Wisconsin will skate left to right to start this game here tonight. Indoor setup for Montgomery, didn't reach his stick. Phelan out high, knocks his shot, a floater again, got blocked in front, never reached the goaltender now. The trailing defenseman, Zach Sharp, San Jose Sharks draft choice, slides one through the low slot. A centering pass did not connect with breakaway just after Wisconsin killed off a penalty. Dick, sauce pass down low left. Brink takes it low right. Two Capitals, Zachariah Wisdom and Eero Hakkarainen from Espoo, Finland, formerly of the Fargo Force. They win the draw, put the puck on net. Right prior to that, here's Montgomery weaving through the center circle, tried to snap off the shot, and his shot actually knocked the stick from Bookman out of his hands. But Western's got possession. Whitelaw with speed, 2-on-1 potentially. He's off to the left, snaps one off. Pulver with a safe, big rebound there, gobbled up by Wisconsin. Bruno Ejon slides it ahead to Zilanov, tries to get it deep and does. Then tries to move around Bookman. Eventually Weston knocks in deep, the sophomore defenseman. Badgers hold his own. Phelan shoots one low, got through. Rebound there, Badgers score! Vasily Zilanov follows up the shot from Phelan out high. Wisconsin on the board first in this title game.
Well, for as much perimeter play as we've seen, that was the second of scoring opportunities. We saw Whitelaw down at the other end get a quality shot on net. Good save by Pulver, and then you come back here. There's a little bit of a scramble in front, and when the puck comes back to fit.
Take the puck away, headmans to Whitelaw, cuts high slot, drop past left wing Michaels on his backhand. The right-hander rises one over the cage, to the corner it goes. Now bounces, rushed with a pretty good check on the near side by the defenseman Sharp. Badgers outlet though. Here's Kyle Kukanen, first shift of the day. He too shoots one, and Slukinski gloves it as he leans to his left and hangs on. Timeout on the ice. Forum title game of the Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off. Wisconsin leads 1-0, and the Badgers. Horbach falls down 2-on-1. Western Michigan to our right. Here they come, centering pass, swinging and missing it. The aerial feed was up hog-tied, and the penalty coming up. Good work by Kukanen to draw that penalty. Now a great chance in front on a feed by Dick. Stopped twice by Slukinski before the whistle blows. Oh, goodness, what a shift by Kukanen. First to draw the penalty, and then to get 2 point-blank shots in tight with the assistance of Tyson. Morrissey now left half boards. Back to Dexheimer. Fumbled it a bit. Morrissey's got it back. Goal line Tassi tried to set up Fitzgerald, who had his arms and stick lifted by the back-checking penalty killer, William Whitelaw, and the puck slid to Slukinski, who covered it up to get a face-off. Now, it's Grant Slukinski, the left-handed centerman, from a tough angle, shot one up into the chin of Eli Pulver, stopped it, dropped it, and covered. 32 seconds for Western Michigan, and wins it out to the point. And a pass in front. Pulver denies that centering feed to Bobby Cowan. Patient play by the defenseman Krusberg. Rosine left wing and kicks to Fitzgerald. Got around a man. Clock winding down. Centering pass to the cutting Dexheimer. He couldn't get his stick down in time. And then he and Krusberg Rosine were smacking each other with clubs up high. But again, cooler heads prevailed. The Wisconsin Badgers get the lone goal in the first period from freshman Vasily. Penalty boxes after coincidental minors in the final 8 seconds of the first period. So Wisconsin and Western Michigan start the second period skating 4-on-4. Wall, point pass for Krusman Rosine, taken away by the Badgers. Morrissey tried to headman to Dexheimer, but he couldn't find through the contact of have expired. Both teams at even strength. Wisconsin leads Western Michigan 1-0, 2 minutes into period number 2. Steele, Wisconsin's Dexheimer, walks in, shot blocked. It looked like it may have gone off the skate of Wahlberg, who got beat on the play. And now here comes Western Michigan. Bouncing puck collected by Cowan, off balance shot blocked in front by Dubinsky. Here's a chance in tight. Pulver trying to cover, puck still loose, diving on top of it. Wisconsin's Horbach in the crease. Where's the biscuit? Now the Western Michigan indicating the puck went across the line. It did. Pulver, it appeared, had covered the puck. He's now yelling at one of the referees. Horbach tried to keep it out of the goal. Did not happen. It squirted across the line and in, they say, but I would assume the Big Ten referees, Colin Cronforce and Brian Hankus, are going to take a look.
Yeah, they better take a look at this one. It'll be highly contested. There's no question about it. And that's a perfect example of hockey that's demonstrating the perfect rugby scrum. There was bodies all over, and I don't know where the puck came out of.
Oh,
but it looked like Pulver had it.
actually, it went off his glove, then dropped down below. It got knocked between his skates. Horbach dove to punch it out of the crease. Jack was laying parallel with the goal line, and then
he got pushed
Western
in.
Michigan's whiz met at the blue line, left the puck for Oliver Tulk. Tulk out high, rising shot brought the goaltender Slukinski up out of his crouch. He stopped that one with his catching glove to his right shoulder, and a face-off to come. Wow. Badgers have it. Zelenoff has the lone marker for Wisconsin. Right wing pass, Montgomery, slot, Zelenoff got tied up. Loose puck picked up by Tassi. His snapshot shoots. That shot blocked by Cruzman Rosine. And here comes Western the other way. Henriks with it, looking slot, can't get a pass off, diving in front. Here's a chance for Michaels. He redirected a feed, and as his shot was going towards the cage, one of the Badgers, Horbach, collided with the cage, knocked it off its pegs, and Horbach is on his hands and knees behind the Wisconsin net. He went hard into the far post, Ian, and he is struggling to get up.
I will say this for the 9,000th time. Thank you for the guy who invented the marsh pegs that they...
Shaolin, big left-handed defenseman from Stockholm, banks it off the corner wall. Here's Cowan, give and go in front. Oh, Wisdom deked out. Pulver raised a backhander and missed the net. Maybe got two. It's lobbed all the way back. Wisconsin zone. Dexheimer picks it up and finds Ejon. Snaps off a pass right wing. Fitzgerald across the line. Trailing, Dexheimer left wing looking. Fitzgerald right wing shoots, one stick save. Slukinski. And that goes up off the netting, and it remains in play. They didn't blow the whistle. Brady Deering tied up behind the Western net. Ejon reaching for it far corner, couldn't get there. William Whitelaw's got it now for Western. Former Badger leads the Broncos in goal scoring with 11. That time dumped it in and got a change. Under 9 minutes to go, second period. Bag clear by Wisconsin's Dexheimer. Look out, Slukinski in front, easy tap in. Zach Nearing, 2-1, Western Michigan.
Yeah, it was a play where Horbach ended up taking off and making a long drop pass or backhand pass back to his partner, and his partner just had so much space between the forwards and Horbach, and you get into a situation where if it's intercepted, it's an automatic 2-on-1, and that's exactly what happened, and they scored to perfection.
Still battling right in front of us by the benches. Slies comes out of there with it for Western. Right wing pass. Here's a chance. Refeed to Slies, but he was tied up as he cut down. Got the shot off as Sharp was engaged with him defensively. Now here comes Michaels. Slides a pass to Cruzman Rosine. Tries to work it back to Michaels. Got it. Ejon blows a tire. Western's got it. Whitelaw middle of the ice trying to recover Dexheimer. The former teammates, and Whitelaw fends him off. Gets a one-hand shot off, but missed it wide right through the crease. Off to the right of Eli Pulver. He's stopped 11 of 12, make that 10 of 12 shots he's faced tonight. Here's Shop, long-range shot, stopped by Pulver off his right pad. Cruzman, Rosine right in front, and he almost snuck it in. That bounced around a little bit off. Morrissey fumbled the puck, came out to the point, held in by Dubinsky. Under a minute to go in the period, Wisconsin trailing Western Michigan 2-1. Fitzgerald battling, loose right wing. Dexheimer's got it, put it in front. Morrissey was there, reached for it with his stick, just couldn't get it on goal. Lifted back to the point, Dubinsky backhands it deep again. Long ship for the Broncos. Talk turnaround. Here's Dexheimer, low right, bouncing puck, couldn't settle it down. He had an angle to the net, just couldn't settle it down. Now a penalty coming up on Western. Wisconsin's got to get a Kunis power play.
I'm not sure if that was the check, the interference check on Fitzgerald or the hooking call. I don't think Dexheimer.
Blue line, Zelenoff gave it away. Wisdom with it now, and the horn will sound. That's it for period number 2. Badgers will get a minute 25 of power play hockey when the second period begins. 2-1. Badgers have 85 seconds of man advantage hockey. Morrissey, Tassi, along with Otterell had already vacated the slot, and the puck back out at center ice. Badgers have picked up the pace. Here's a quick snapshot far side by Pietila, who quickly came on for a change. Denied by Slukinski, and then he just hangs up. Ryan Kusler, Badgers with possession. Zelenoff down the left wing wall, no place to go, and so from the half boards he heaves it on goal, and Slukinski kneeling caught it Stick in the way, and now it's Jack Phelan with little time and space. He'll bank it out to center, goes through the legs of the Western player. 3-on-2, trailing Pietila. Now Brink steps in, puts it off the pad. Chance for Dick in front. He's in the crease. Where's the puck? Horbach puts up his hands. Referee says no goal.
Horbach and Brink not satisfied with the call, but I think if I'm looking right, the puck is right underneath the goaltender.
So Brink came in, stopped by Slukinski. Tyson Dick trying to follow it up. The puck is loose. Where is the puck as we look at the overhead review? And the referee,
I think the goaltender's got
pinches in.
You're going to see a lot more of that, defenseman pinching in.
Yep, but they rim it around and escape their zone. Up ahead to Whitelaw. He's got it left wing. 2 men back. Comes in. Tries to get it past Pulver. He scores. No, they wash it out. Oh, Whitelaw with speed left wing. Beat 2 Badgers to the net and knocked it off of Pulver's pad. And then it was jammed in under the pad, but the referee washed it out.
Yep. I've not been involved in a game that has so many controversial goals in a long, long time. I'm not. Oh, yeah. The puck was frozen, but I don't know when the. No goal.
To Dubinsky, who pushed it wide. Held in Palachuk. Kukkonen now walks down the right wing wall. Shoots one into the chest of the kneeling netminder, who hangs on. 10:42 left in the third. It's 2-1 Western Mid. Weston Knox got 2 at first, though, and Tolk now with it. Lead feed Fitzgerald behind everybody. Breakaway Fitzgerald. Deeks tries to tuck it in with a forehand, and Slukinski got his right skate on it, stopped it, and then reached over and put his mitt on it to cover.
What a beautiful play. And it put it in the hands of the right person who had the speed and the hands to get into the free area. And as you mentioned, he went backhand, forehand, and when he went to his forehand, the goaltender is in the full split position and covered the coast of the near post. Whoa, what a save and what a play.
Huge there, but Wisconsin still down 2-1. Offensive zone face-off. Morrissey lost it. Fitzgerald puts his shoulder into Whitelaw, and here's a shot by Dexheimer. Hit the crossbar. Oh, through traffic, he snuck it through, but rang the post. Whitelaw spinning by Knox, taken back by Wisdom. Wisdom stick handling, lost it. Whitelaw now, beg your pardon, Cowan with it. Now Sharp, he skates in. And the left-handed defenseman shot one knee save made by Pulver. Rebound attempt, long-range shot, never got back to the Badgers' net. It's off to the right of Eli Pulver. Gavin Morrissey out to take the draw for the Badgers. And he goes against Slukinski in Wisconsin, but 2 Broncos in the way. And now Slukinski's got it, slides it slot, look out, chance for Broncos, shot tight, Pulver save, rebound was there. Good catch by Brink, turns to try to dump it deep, unable to do so. Back into the Wisconsin zone it comes. Palachuk stumbles near the Zamboni door. Puck still loose, Deering battling, Palachuk's got it, 3 minutes to go in regulation. Wisconsin trailing 2-1. Up ahead, pass off the wall, taken by Western. Now Whitelaw had it crawl off his stick. Pulver comes out of his net, taps it ahead. Montgomery, he's got speed the other way, left side. Montgomery hard to the net, left wing shooting one, canceled out by the stick of Volk. Tassi was flying in right wing, hoping for a pass or maybe a rebound. Badgers leave the empty net, and Western's William Whitelaw scores. He skates right in front of the Badger bench and celebrates, rubbing it in a bit. William Whitelaw with an empty net goal, 3-1 Western.
Yeah, I mean, poetic justice, I don't know, I'm not 100% sure, but Montgomery's, both the defensemen had pinched, both the defensemen were caught flat-footed. Montgomery had all the opportunity to get that good shot off. It gets tipped. Things just don't happen. They're not happening their way.
Empty net goal for William Whitelaw. His 12th of the season comes at 17:21. So after Pulver stepped out of his crease and paddled the puck ahead, he immediately made a beeline for the Badgers bench for an extra attacker as Wisconsin was carrying the puck down the ice. But when no shot was available, now they score again. Outworked behind the nets. Western Michigan. Slukinski tucks one underneath Pulver. It's 4-1. And now Christian Fitzgerald needs to be separated from the 5 Broncos celebrating in the Wisconsin zone.
Yeah, there's going to be some tempers flaring if you just can't hang your head. I hope Coach Hastings puts out people who will finish this 225 with some dignity. And I'm not 100% sure what happened.
Log up the empty netter, then Slukinski from Deering at 17:35. Knox stick handling into the offensive zone, drops it off for Deering. His shot,
good shot,
tight. Slukinski made the stop and then covered. Wow, nifty stick handling move by Weston Knox, setting up his teammate Deering, who was 10 feet away, but Slukinski just smothered that shot.
That was a great play.
Yep.
I mean, Weston.
Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off Championship here tonight at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. The 7th-ranked Broncos beat the 2nd-ranked Badgers by the final score of 4-1. Thanks. Along with Ian Perrin, Brian Posick, Western Michigan celebrating the Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off Championship, a 4-1 win over Wisconsin tonight. The Broncos will leave Milwaukee with a 12-6 record. The Wisconsin Badgers will head back to Madison 13-3-2 overall, having their 6-game winning streak snapped. Let's get to our 3 stars of the game, brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Start with